Been around the world twice, talked to everyone once.
There ain't nothing I can't do, no sky too high, no sea too rough. Learned a lot of lessons in my life. Never shoot a large caliber man with a small caliber bullet. I'm a UDT Navy SEAL diver.
Lone Survivor stands as one of the most intense modern war dramas, rooted in real events and built around a narrative of endurance, brotherhood, and the brutal realities of asymmetric warfare. Released in 2013 and directed by Peter Berg, the film adapts the first-hand account of Marcus Luttrell, whose experience during a failed military operation in Afghanistan became both a best-selling memoir and a cinematic portrayal of survival against overwhelming odds. The story is anchored in the harrowing events of June 28, 2005, during a mission known as Operation Red Wings, where a small team of elite Navy SEALs was deployed into hostile terrain with a high-risk objective. Rather than presenting a stylized or exaggerated vision of combat, the film adopts a grounded, almost documentary-like tone, immersing the viewer in the unpredictability and chaos that defines modern warfare. The cast is led by Mark Wahlberg, who portrays Marcus Luttrell with a balance of stoicism and vulnerability, capturing both the physical and emotional toll of the mission. Alongside him, Taylor Kitsch, Emil Hirsch, and Ben Foster form the core team of SEAL Team 10, each bringing a distinct presence that reinforces the camaraderie and trust essential to their roles. Their performances are not driven by spectacle, but by subtle character interactions, shared glances, and the unspoken understanding between soldiers operating in life-or-death situations. Supporting performances, including Eric Bana as a commanding officer, add layers of leadership and strategic tension, grounding the film in both field-level action and the broader military framework. At its core, the plot unfolds with a deliberate pace that mirrors the careful planning of a real military operation. The team is inserted into a mountainous region of Afghanistan with the objective of locating and eliminating a high-value Taliban leader. Early sequences emphasize stealth, communication, and the delicate balance between mission success and exposure. However, the operation takes a dramatic turn when the team encounters local civilians, leading to a moral dilemma that becomes one of the film's most defining moments. The decision they make, guided by rules of engagement and ethical considerations, ultimately compromises their position, setting off a chain reaction that transforms a covert mission into a desperate fight for survival. What follows is an extended sequence of combat that is both relentless and deeply personal. The film does not shy away from the physical brutality of warfare. Instead, it portrays it with an unfiltered intensity that places the audience alongside the soldiers. Gunfire echoes through narrow valleys, communication breaks down under pressure, and every movement becomes a calculation between survival and sacrifice. The terrain itself becomes an adversary, with steep cliffs and dense forests complicating both escape and reinforcement. As the team is systematically overwhelmed, the narrative narrows its focus, shifting from a collective mission to an individual struggle. Marcus Luttrell's journey becomes the emotional and narrative spine of the film as he transitions from a member of a coordinated unit to the lone survivor of an ambush that claimed the lives of his teammates. His survival is not depicted as heroic in the traditional sense, but as a combination of resilience, training, and sheer willpower. Injured, isolated, and pursued, he navigates a hostile environment where every decision carries immediate consequences. The film captures this transformation with a raw authenticity, emphasizing the psychological strain as much as the physical danger. A significant aspect of the story lies in its portrayal of human complexity within a wartime context. While the primary conflict is between U.S. forces and Taliban fighters, the narrative introduces elements that challenge a purely binary perspective. Local villagers, bound by cultural codes and personal ethics, play a crucial role in Luttrell's survival, highlighting themes of compassion and honor that transcend the immediate conflict. This dimension adds depth to the story, reminding viewers that even within war, acts of humanity can emerge in unexpected ways. The release of the film in late 2013 positioned it within a broader cultural moment where audiences were increasingly interested in realistic depictions of modern military engagements. It resonated strongly with viewers, particularly for its commitment to authenticity and its focus on the experiences of individual soldiers rather than large-scale strategic victories. The film's reception was marked by both critical discussion and audience appreciation, with many noting its unflinching portrayal of combat and its respect for the real-life individuals it represents. Promotional material, including its trailer, emphasized the intensity and realism that define the film. Rather than relying on dramatic voiceovers or exaggerated spectacle, the preview focused on brief, impactful glimpses of the mission, moments of silence before contact, sudden bursts of violence, and the physical toll on the soldiers. This approach effectively conveyed the tone of the film, preparing audiences for a narrative that prioritizes immersion over entertainment. The trailer's structure mirrored the film's pacing, beginning with calm, methodical preparation before escalating into chaos, reinforcing the unpredictability that lies at the heart of the story. In analyzing Lone Survivor as a cinematic work, it becomes evident that its strength lies not in innovation, but in execution. It adheres to many conventions of the war genre, but distinguishes itself through its commitment to realism and its focus on a single, contained narrative. The film avoids unnecessary subplots, instead channeling all its energy into the unfolding events of the mission and its aftermath. This tight narrative structure enhances its impact, allowing viewers to fully engage with the characters and their experiences without distraction. The film also serves as a reflection on the nature of modern warfare, where small units operate in complex environments with limited support and high stakes. It underscores the importance of teamwork, communication, and adaptability, while also acknowledging the unpredictability that can render even the most carefully planned operations vulnerable. Ultimately, the legacy of Lone Survivor is shaped by its ability to balance action with introspection. It delivers moments of intense combat while also providing space for reflection on sacrifice, loyalty, and survival. The film does not attempt to provide definitive answers or moral conclusions. Instead, it presents a narrative that invites viewers to consider the complexities of war and the individuals who endure it. Through its focused storytelling and committed performances, it remains a compelling representation of a real event that continues to resonate with audiences long after the credits roll.